What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to show you how to make removable doors on your XJ today. So, yeah, let's get to her. As you can see, the Jeep kind of went under some changes. We're going to be doing this door today. As you can see, I put all the peanut butter interior in this thing finally. Looks sick. Limited seats. Doesn't get any doper than that, right? Need to get some different panels for the sides because the stuff that came in the other Jeep is junk, but whatever. Actually put a new front end on it, like a 97 plus front end. Got the bumper a little bit. Put the green fenders on. Oh, and the green doors, obviously. Sick. Rust-free doors. These are already actually removable. Already cut all these and everything. So, but yeah, let's get into it. Take all these guys out. Down there too. And if I were you, I would soak these with PB Blaster a few days ahead of time so they come out pretty smooth out. And cut it down so it's shorter, so I can actually get in here with a ratchet. At least for the front doors it's a pain, and the lower ones. And then, instead of using the ratchet the whole time, I got me a box wrench, ratchet and box wrench. You put it on, this is a different one, but put it on here, and just use that to pull it out. Let's see how they come out. Like butter. Look it up. I'll pick it in here. So what I like to do too is I like to take my jack and put it under this door before you get too far ahead of yourself. Just so it takes the stress off the bolts and they come out easier. And well, you got something to catch your door when you take that last bolt out, so at least that's what I like to do. It takes the pressure off of it, you see. Nice, nice. Okay, once you get all your bolts out, so there's these little spacer deals. Make sure you remember how many are on your Jeep. Could be 1, 2. Mine are just singles, so you just throw those to the side quick. You just throw this whole plate to the side, actually. Yeah, you don't have to worry about those. And then, yeah, my door's just free right now, except for this guy. You can either punch that roll pin out, or unbolt it, or cut it off, or yeah, do whatever you want because you're not going to be needing it anymore. Oh, and if you have power windows, make sure to pull your plug out of here and disconnect it as well before you pull that door. That side didn't even have a plug. I just took the panel off and disconnected them on the inside, and well, I'm gonna swap to crank anyways, so it just makes things easier. And that one had plugs behind that kick panel there. So will the driver's side behind the kick panel. It should be like 3 plugs. So don't just cut the wires. Alright, so I have disconnected my roll pin, or disconnected my wiring, and pounded the roll pin out. So just take this guide and put it off to the side somewhere. And then move this out of the way. So now we get to the fun stuff. The hard part's out of the way pretty much now, which was getting the bolts out of the door if you didn't lube them up. So now basically you get your little hinges here. You're gonna want to cut it right here with the cutting wheel, and same goes for this guy. And yeah, all right. So grab your weapon of choice. Sawzall, cutting wheel, really doesn't matter. And yeah, cut this bottom part off right here. Then grab yourself a punch of some sort and a hammer, and then you are going to pretty much just right next to where you cut, pound this bottom half off, both sides alternating it, kind of. Maybe not, it'll just come off. Boom, there goes one bottom. And there goes the other bottom. If you have a rusty fucking shit box, a lot of rust is gonna fall off. But then you just kind of end up with yeah, these guys. These are junk. And you should be able to, well, maybe not right away, but should be able to slide them out. Maybe lube them up a little bit. Give them a little tap. See, now that you're just left with the half hinge with the roll pin, and we're going to put these back on the door. And what you're going to want to do with this stuff too is you want to probably take a wire brush to them, clean them up nice, put some grease on here, or just PB blaster or whatever. If your holes are a little rusty on the fucking Jeep here, just take a drill bit around the same size, ream it out just a little bit. You know, don't upsize it at all or anything, because then your door will get sloppy. But if it's the same size, you know, just clean up that hole quick. Nice and easy. So once you have everything cleaned up as well, you're going to want to cut one hinge down, maybe this far or so. Yeah, I'll just show you here in a minute. You want to cut one roll pin shorter than the other, like so. I like to use the long one on the bottom. Line that up first, then you got time to line up this one. Usually try to keep the roll pin the same size as the hinge right here, which I just completely guessed, and it turned out great. Also, just kind of bevel the edge of it a little bit. Okay, so you got your two hinges now, nice and cleaned up, one shorter than the other, and you just kind of bevel those edges so a little curved in, so they just, you know, line up real easy, slide in nice. Alright, let's put them back on the door. Alright, so once you're at your door, grab your impact, or do them by hand, whatever. Take the shorter pin out of the two, make sure it's on the top side, and then, I mean, if you remembered which plate goes where, that's great, but it doesn't really matter that much. You can kind of follow the paint anyways. So, get your bolts. I just shove all three in there. And you pretty much just line that back up with the paint marks. At least that's what I've been doing, and my doors have been still straight. The green ones I had to finagle, obviously, because they're not factory. Or they're not off this Jeep, but just kind of snug it up. Try and line them up the best you can. So, and about right there. And yeah. And then if the roll pin's kind of loose and scrappy, you can also just kind of sand the top of this and put a little weld there, or a tack or whatever, but I don't know, you really don't have to. You should be old enough and rusty enough to stay in there. Grab your long one, which is going to go on the bottom here, below this guy. Do the same thing. Okay, cool. And then I just cut this guy off. I didn't even bother unbolting it. So you should end up with something that looks like this. And grab your PV or WD-40 or whatever you're gonna use, or grease. That probably works the best, but I don't have any right now, so yeah, just coat these guys up real good. Clean them with your bit, like I said, maybe too. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it without cleaning it quick. So then you just throw your door back on. Probably line up the bottom hinge first, best you can. And then you line up the top one. Boom, just like that. And you got removable doors. Hook up your wiring. Removable doors. Same goes along with this side, actually. This one's not even hooked up, so I'll just show you how easy it is. Wow. Then you just try and, when you put them back on, make sure the door is like open. Make sure it's pushed down all the way. Boom. Easy as that. That is about all we have for today for that. Should have more content coming up in the future here. Beefier wheels, you know. Gotta still make this door removable right here. Then I'm actually gonna make a video with the old doors. We're gonna make half doors. That's part of why I made them removable. And cut them out and do all that fancy jazz. So that'll be in a later video. Yeah, then hopefully we can do some more mods to this thing. 240 will be home soon, so might be doing more with that rather than this, but we're gonna put some rock sliders in. Yeah, probably paint it, get some fender armor, bumpers, winch, and maybe eventually throw the eBay turbo kit on it. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's coming together. It's just a slow project, and we're gonna have fun with it this summer probably, and do some trail riding, so we're probably gonna beat it up a little. So yeah, that's all there is for this time, guys, so see you later.